Both of them, two of the goals came as a penalty.
Yeah, penalties are not goals or what? What are you people talking about? Penalties are goals. That's why they are counted as goals. If they weren't that important, they wouldn't be in the game.
There's one player from Wolves, this Mosquera. Man, I just need for him to be studied if he's a player or a wannabe player. This guy has costed Wolves more than it has. Because the second goal which you guys got as a penalty, what the hell was he doing?
The Tosin of Wolves.
The other times he has cost he has I think 3 own goals now. 2 chances which he has given out easily to the opponent to get the guy. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he just need to be studied. He's not good. He just need to be checked because the things he's doing in that pitch sometimes, man, makes me worry. When I see any player going against him, you just know something may happen to Yani. Everton against Bournemouth. This for me, I'm saying this is one of the hardest game because both teams are good and every team wants to get a point.
I will go for Everton because Everton are at home.
Okay.
I think they'll beat Bournemouth with the Bournemouth. Bournemouth, how they are at the moment, they won't beat Everton. Aston Villa against Brighton. This is also a really great game, and Brighton, they are also trying to show those glimpses of performances whereby they are trying to survive also. But Aston Villa, man, I don't know what's happening to them. I don't know if it's the pressure at the top. So we'll see. But they have really performed against Brighton in all those matches they have played.
Okay.
They have really owned Brighton. So we'll see if they can continue that ownership or not.
As friends of Brentford, we don't want a win from Brentford. A draw, it will be good for me. I just want a draw from that game. At least it will lower the tension around in and out.
I don't want a draw. I want Brentford to go in all and try to win.
I think match. It's a wild idea, man.
Why would you do it? Dream. We have to dream. Man.
Okay.
Yeah. If Brentford just play well, they might. They might get points against Arsenal.
Okay.
But we'll take a draw because that's the most possible thing we can say.
I've been doing this month for the last 2 months. I've been doing this month. The months are not working.
If he is the one who decided to sell Mbuemo, he will perform for us.
Hello guys, welcome again to another week of the Triple Cup Show. A very nice and easy kind of week. After a very nice kind of week, it's been a great week. First of all, Arsenal thought that they were 9 points clear away to win the game, but who is Pep? Guardiola. The message at Anfield was like, you know what, we are in for this. Not man like Bernardo Silva doing the thing, not Haaland not missing the penalty, and then not the most controversial game or a goal as it was in the weekend. Then who else joined me, man? Chelsea guy, man like Mike, what's up?
Yeah, I'm cool.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay.
Really great to be back over here.
Okay.
And the week where Arsenal are suffering a little bit. I think they are widening the gap at the top, but Man City is doing their thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we hope that they continue in the same spirit. Man, we should never allow Arsenal to win anything, bro. We will never rest. We will be those fans are insufferable.
Okay.
It's been 23 years since they won the league, but whenever they talk, someone will think they are winning the league every year.
Okay.
So we want them to continue suffering as rival fans. Yeah.
Okay. For the first time, I was asking myself, is there a way where we can have 2 teams to win? That was me yesterday when Liverpool played against Man City.
No, I want also Liverpool to suffer because they have the biggest media. They are media darlings in the UK.
Okay.
When last year when they actually didn't win the league in a great way, but when you see their ex-players who are mostly their pundits in the UK sports media outlets, like someone like Carrick, that guy talks a lot of nonsense whenever other teams are underperforming. But when Liverpool at the moment They won the league last year. They are the worst league defenders. You see, they won the league last year, but they are struggling this year after even spending a lot of money. I
Okay.
want them to go and play Conference League and lose the Conference League too, so that Carrick, that we can rub that shit in his face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't know about that, man. So let's start with it. The first game, it was an early kickoff, which was on Friday, sorry, where Leeds played against Nottingham Forest. And I was like, yo, what happened, man? I don't know.
Yeah, Nottingham Leeds, they are really cruising very well, and they have you've seen how they play even against these top 6 clubs. They have really performed. They have really performed well. They caused a lot of issues against us. They caused a lot of issues against Man City. You saw how they played. So Leeds, they test their litmus test to all the big 6 teams. So I think for us Chelsea fans, we are waiting for Leeds tomorrow to give them back what they gave us last year in the first round.
Oh, so they beat you on the first one?
Yeah, in
Okay.
the first round they beat us. Unfortunately, we didn't play to our maximum levels, and I hope Liam really will put up a lineup that can really demolish those people. They always do that. I think Leeds, it's like it's consistent with Chelsea. Whenever we meet away, they always, it's a draw or they beat us. But when they come at the bridge under the lights, we show them who we are.
Okay, nice, man. After that game, man, I was there with Anto. I told him, yo, this game it's not easy because both teams, they're trying to escape that relegation zone, you know, because Leeds and Nottingham Forest, they have not how will I say, they haven't left each other with that big margin. It's just kind of, I think, 4 points, and to relegation, I think it's 5 points only. So if you lose like 2 game weeks, it's looking bad for you. Because also West Ham, if they proceed with how they're playing, there's an option there where maybe next it's either Leeds or Forest, which will be drop, and West Ham survive this season, you know. So whenever you're playing these funny teams, man, you have to be very careful. And then plus, if you check the Leeds game, man, those guys are playing nice ball. Like they have the ball with them. It's not that it's not clicking, but they're playing a very nice ball. Even check against big teams, it's always 1-1, 2-1, come back, sometimes 2-2, you know. So you expect a very great game when they play against any team, you know.
Yeah, you know, like now when they're playing against Nottingham Forest, that was like a derby because they're fighting for survival, both of them. And then you see like a team like West Ham at the moment. West Ham is trying to is gaining that momentum. I think they are fighting to also evade that relegation zone. So now there are those teams. If you meet those teams at the moment, you really have to be very careful because they'll hurt you when you are not expecting it. They'll get points from you unexpectedly. Like now, West Ham are playing United next time, tomorrow.
On
They're
Wednesday.
Yeah, on Wednesday. So you really have to be very careful with those people because they are trying to evade that danger of relegation zone.
Okay, you're talking about Manchester United against West Ham. First of all, the last time Manchester United beat Spurs, man, it was 2022, yeah? So we've been, and then what kind of a game against Spurs? For me, man, I think we played okay, it wasn't the best game, but we played a better game as how because how I see Spurs playing always, I don't know why it has a problem when it comes to Manchester United. It's always a hard game for us. Also, when Spurs play against this team, what do you call it? Man City, same thing. It's like Spurs have a thing when it comes to big teams. But after that game, Bruno, man, perform. I don't know. It's like we unlocked a different person. He's playing much better before Amorim, before any other manager before. Casemiro, better player, man. Mino. And then you're wondering why he wasn't on the Amorim kind of list, but we know, yeah, he wasn't fitting his performance. But Sesko, I was so mad at him for losing that. It was an open chance to finish the game 3 goals clean. And you know that, what do you call? extra goals. Sometimes it will help when maybe you guys win another game and we draw another game. It will be up to what do you call the goal difference,
Yeah.
So sometimes it matters so much. And then I'm like, yo, that's your chance to make it. And then for the first time also after a long time, man like this guy, San Lamens, also a clean sheet. It's a good one.
Yeah, you see, like now United are only playing once in a week. So these players, they have nothing else to show. They just have to play the game. Unlike when previously they were playing like 2-3 times a week. But at the moment they're just training for the whole week, waiting for the weekend. And maybe for this week, they'll have 2 matches in a week for the first time, which will be in, Wednesday and maybe Saturday or Sunday. You see, if you're an opposition team, you really don't need to meet United at this moment because they are in a really great form, and everything they are doing, it's just clicking for them and their new manager. I think it's a new manager bounce. Maybe let's wait until if he signs a permanent contract to be the manager. For the moment, it's just an interim manager. So we will gauge Carrick when he signs his permanent contract.
Okay.
But for now, he's just trying to showcase. Okay, maybe he can, but when he gets the job fully, that job is not that easy.
Okay, I checked. I don't know who was it. One of the pundits online. He was saying he cannot give Carrick the job because what he's doing in the training field is like he was saying, okay, in Manchester United we have players who are overtrained. Like we have those players who have the caliber to be, to play in best performance. Likes of Bruno, he was saying, the likes of Casemiro, better player, likes of Mbuemo, Ahmad. Like they have all it takes. What they needed was just somebody to come and tell them, you know what? Do you have the freedom to play your game as a footballer? That's what you were saying. But you were saying it's not a long-lasting kind of thing because sometimes you need to, as a manager, to feed the player something new. So for him, you're saying, okay, for now it's working, but at a long time kind of thing, for him, it doesn't look like that's the way to go. Because now he was saying like most of the players, now the players are not getting more thorough training as when they were with the previous manager. And like players have the freedom to play whatever they want in the field. But for me, sometimes, I always say, sometimes give the player the freedom to do what they feel at the field. This is what you have said as the manager to the team, which is good. But sometimes all what it needs is, you guys go to the pitch, do what you can, and let it happen. Because sometimes it's those critical fine moments from one player to another that changes the game completely, as compared to when you play with a playbook from the manager. For me, I feel it sometimes you need that freedom with certain players to do what they can do better.
Like at the moment, you see, like Carrick is now enjoying that freedom. He's giving his players the freedom to play and explore the field the way they like. And when he signs the contract permanently, he will now want to instill his own philosophy. That's when the problem will kick in. Okay. It's just like Ole Gunnar, what he did with you. And then we had someone like Ragnick. When they were interim managers, they were not doing that really much. They were just encouraging the players to go and be free.
Okay.
You see. And the moment, it's the same thing Carrick is doing. And when he gets the job permanently, I don't think he will now wants to instill his own philosophy into the players, and he will now wants to play with an identity. You see? So that identity for the players now to click and really go with that will be now the very big task for him to achieve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Burnley against West Ham. We were saying it's a battle for the relegation zone. I don't know how for the first time Burnley got it wrong. They never got a goal, man. And then what a goal from Somerville. That was a perfect goal,
Yeah, Somerville has really been performing well. Like against us also. I saw him against us. The way he really toyed with our defenders, and that's how they won against us. And Burnley really, they have not really been that great this season. They have just been really like Wolves.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, like they are getting, they have been scoring in in each of their matches, but that's not really sustainable. You can score, but you lose. It's not sustainable. You have to win some games. Yeah.
Aston Villa, I don't know what's happening with them. It's coming. They were bad, then they went to be good, and then after good, you expect to be best and better. Better and best. But for them, they reached good, clicked there a bit, and then now they started to just drown in bad results, back to back bad results. And I'm wondering what happened. Is it the players? Is it the manager? Because like that game against Bournemouth, I don't know. I could never explain how they lost the game.
Yeah, they were on a very great. They had a really great run of games. They went I think 11 games unbeaten, and that was really a great run. Unfortunately, it's like the pressure is also getting onto them. Being at the top there, it's not that easy to maintain that status up there. You have to be really mentality monsters like Man City do. You see, like Man City can drop points, but when they just click and they want to go for it, they really go for it with one mind. It's not like other teams like Arsenal. We've seen Arsenal bottling it. They stayed on top of the league for almost
quarter of the game, yeah.
almost 300 days, and they bottle it last minutes. You see. So it's just the mentality of the players, the mentality of your manager, how to maintain that top form. That's the issue. You can be number one, but how can you maintain that position?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the determining factor.
Okay.
For Aston Villa, I think it's just fatigue, and then the teams have started becoming really better. You see, in the second leg of the season, you see teams like Wolves. Wolves are struggling for points against teams, so it won't be easy for everyone. It will just depend on how prepared you are. And Aston Villa, I think they have been caught up with their performance. So teams have studied them, and they feel like they can beat them. And when a team feels like they can beat you, and then they try and do it, they'll just beat you if you are not prepared.
Hey, the best and the worst game. Hey, it's Arsenal when they play against Sunderland. I had this theory. I was just thinking, you know what? Sunderland is the way they can win this game. I was like, or they can get a point from this game. I was the one of those guys who were rooting very highly for Sunderland to, just give us the happiness, But I don't know what's happening. First of all, Zubimendi, he's not the person you expect him to score goals like in back-to-back weeks, Second of all, Gyökeres, he had been dormant for like, I think 6-7 games, nothing. 2 months, I think so. And just from nowhere, he comes in and banks 2 goals. I'm like, this team, also Anto was saying, let us just accept and give the cup already to Arsenal, because whatever they are doing, they are already on it. There's no way we can deny them this chance.
The trophy is not yet done. Arsenal still play Chelsea. They still play Man City. They still play. Which
Spurs?
Spurs. Yeah, they still play Brentford. And I think tomorrow they play Brentford. Brentford, also that's not a team you really need to meet in such a situation, and they have been struggling, so they can try to get points against you. So it's not really done. Man City, you see, when you look at Man City's fixtures against Arsenal's, Man City, I think they have some favorable fixtures. If Arsenal just drop points in 2 games, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, because Man City will not drop points.
Hey, are you sure about that?
I'm sure Man City is not going to drop points once they just sniff that title like this.
Okay.
Yeah, Arsenal have all the pressure in the world because they haven't done it in any near future or past. So the first time to win it, that pressure of everyone is looking at you. You see, it's like now you are just reaching at the peak of the mountain and the whole world is looking at you.
Okay.
You just have few steps to reach at the top. And that pressure, you even lose oxygen. You see. So that's what...
Before you summit, that's what you say. Yeah.
that's really that the pressure. We'll see how they'll handle that. If they can handle that, they can win the league.
But I think they do have those players to handle this pressure. Because see, like now, for the last week, somebody like Saka has been off. The other week, Martinelli who came in and he was good. This week, what do you call this guy? Trossard came in that wing and he was perfect. Like they have those, and then now look at it, striker wise. If Greco is not there, Gabriel Jesus is there and is doing better. And also we know they can make Kai Havertz to play as a striker. Like they do have players. I think if the pressure is over to one, I think they have somewhere to offload that pressure a bit.
Yeah, that pressure is there. Who thought Manu could beat Arsenal? Yeah, who thought? They were really confident that they were getting points against you, but you went into their home and really battered them there. When Manchester United beat Arsenal, they had no injuries. They had
That's the first time they had the
fully
team.
fit squad.
Yeah.
So that's the pressure I'm telling you. If they can succumb to Manchester United pressure, now imagine when they go to Etihad, what will Man City do to them?
Okay.
When Man City, they are sniffing that trophy. They see this is our only opponent who wants to win the trophy. So Arsenal is a beatable team if any team is just prepared very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody thought Man U will beat Arsenal.
Yeah.
And it happened, you see. And it happened at their own turf. So, and they have really hard turfs to go away to. Arsenal, if Tottenham give them a draw and Man City beat them, that's it.
They already catch up with them.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Man, Everton, this is the one of the teams that I hate to play against. I don't know why, but this is what it was starting to be good, but it went to be worse. Like how did they be 1 goal down and just come from nowhere and get like a 2-win from just near the last minute of the game? It was crazy and wild at the same time, you know.
Yeah, Tottenham, they are really good. They are really performing very well, and this we needed to thank to Moyes. He's really rejuvenated their team. And then the signings they have made in Dewsbury Hall, like that guy is really a great signing for them this season. Even online when you see them, they are thanking Chelsea for giving them Dewsbury Hall because
He was a Chelsea player?
Yeah, he was at Chelsea.
Okay.
He was at Leicester and then he moved with Maresca, and then we sold him to Everton.
Oh,
You see,
okay.
like they have really, when you see any account online from Everton, you see that they are thanking Chelsea for giving them Dewsbury Hall. Now they are trying also to sign Tariq George, who is on loan, who just joined them recently on loan from Chelsea. So they are really saying, Chelsea are really good business people for us. They are giving us great players. And unfortunately for Jack Grealish also, he was really putting up those great runs of numbers. He was almost scoring in every match or assisting, you see. So those are really great players who are helping that team.
Okay. Because when I saw the game, first of all, the first goal, it was perfect for him. The second one, the goalkeeper. Sometimes, what are you doing? Like, from a set piece to be an own goal? This is the second. I think that's the second team I've seen it happening. I don't remember which was the other team that did an own goal from a goalkeeper. I'm like, you had already won the game. Like, you had already have it. Why Fulham? And then if you check the history of Fulham against other teams previously, they are kind of more good than I did not expect them. Like they played after that first goal, it's like they lost it completely. And then Everton, for those guys, if they see there's a chance for us to have a win, man, they go for it full force. That's what I've seen from the likes of Everton.
And then they are good also defensively. So if they score against you, you really need to be worried because scoring against them again, it's really not that easy.
Okay. Finishing off, I'll leave it for you, man. What a hat-trick for Cole Palmer, first of all. But as controversial we'll say, both of them, 2 of the goals came as a penalty.
Yeah, penalties are not goals or what? What are you people talking about? Penalties are goals. That's why they are counted as goals. If they weren't that important, they wouldn't be in the game. Yeah. If you foul an opponent player in your box, that's a penalty.
Okay, so as I was checking the stats online, they were saying, this from Fabrizio Cole Palmer has the more penalty leagues hat-tricks for Chelsea than any other player in the club history with 4. And this he delivered it at the 100 appearances as a Chelsea player, 52 goals in total now in 100 games. What a player, man! We and then I saw Bruno congratulating him. Yeah, it's like game recognized game, and he's a okay. It's only that the first, I think he had an injury, then he went a bit cold now, not the cold Palmer, and then he came back, and we expect when you see Cole Palmer in the game, you know it's gonna rain if it's on his luck day.
Yeah, and he's not that really 100% fit. He's trying to now regain his fitness. So if he regains that fitness towards the end of the season, we see he can make 10 to 15 goals. That would be really great for him.
Okay.
Because people have been really talking, saying that this guy is lost, this guy is finished. Okay, he's finished because he had an injury. So what? What is supposed to do? He come to play with the injury? No, he has to heal. He has to gain that match fitness so that he can come back and perform.
Okay.
And everyone knows when Palmer is physically fit, he's a very unplayable player.
Okay.
You only want him to play against you.
I always see Sanchez while you guys are playing. That guy, he's crying from the bottom of his heart. It's like, yo, guys, I just need good defenders. Because, man, I like the game you considered the other day. I didn't expect you guys to consider goal. Already 3-goal up.
Yeah,
the pressure is not also. You don't have even a single piece of pressure in you having 3 goals in first half. So you conceding a goal in second half, it was unexpected for me.
We concede one of the most useless goals in the league every time. There is no team that has scored against us that will say, that's a really perfect goal. No, we just concede from nowhere. You just see like a defender, a striker is coming. From nowhere, he just kicked the balls and it's a goal. And this is because of our defense. Honestly, we don't have a great defense. And this is something we've been really crying. Even Maresca, before he left, he was really crying about it from our owners to really strengthen that defense. And for the recall of Mamadou Sarr from Strasbourg, I think we'll see how Liam Resina will use him. He's a really great player. He's already won the AFCON. He won the FIFA Club World Cup with us before he went on loan. So we'll see how he will be integrated in that squad and try to form that defense. As Chelsea, we've really been worse. For a team who has really had a great defensive record in the Premier League history, we really don't need to have such defenders at our club. Such people like Tosins, man. No.
Wesley Fofana.
We bought Tosin came for free, but he has really cost us a lot of money than the money we
could have bought him for.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, but I think I think you just need somebody who can
we
be
need
sent.
A leader. Yeah.
You need somebody who can speak. Like if you check a team like Arsenal, there's Saliba and Gabriel. They can speak in that back line. When you come to Arsenal, team like also Man City is suffering the same thing.
They don't have
a centre back.
The issue is Chelsea. We even rest our own captain. That's the issue.
Rest James.
Yeah, we always resting our own captain, someone who can command our defense.
Okay.
What is that? Excuse. Even in the cup semi-final, he was rested. We were wondering what's up. Okay, we heard later that he has some issues, but those are not issues we were aware of. You see.
Okay. We
knew this is a game he was going to play. Unfortunately, he was rested. In the previous game before the semi-final, he played at least, I think, 10 minutes of the last 90, you see.
Okay.
That's really an issue with Chelsea. We are really rotating players very much, and that's really costing us.
I feel so bad for this guy. FPL managers, when they saw penalty was given, because before, we knew if a penalty comes in, you just know Enzo is the one going for it. And then you see Cole Palmer take the ball. Hey, man, many of the managers are like, yeah, damn. What a bad day.
If Cole Palmer is on the field, he's natural.
First,
He's
penalty
a
taker.
natural penalty taker.
Okay.
There is no one who will take the penalty. Yeah.
Okay.
So if we expect Enzo is going to take a penalty ahead of Palmer, no. Enzo is our second penalty taker.
Okay.
In case Palmer is not there, he's the one to take.
The other better game, I was so happy, and as I said as prior, first of all, Liverpool versus Man City. This was the highly weighted and highly to be watched game by everyone, because it was like, if Man City win, we are closing the gap to be now 6 points. If Man City lose, we are closing the gap now, it will be 9 points, And then on the other side, team like Manchester United, we are in one way, we don't, okay, leave alone Manchester United, Chelsea, call all the other teams. They were like, we don't want Liverpool to win because for that gap. But unfortunately, on the other side, us as Manchester United, if Man City could have lost that game, the gap for us to reach them, it will be like, I think, 3 points also. So it was a game of it's like you don't want and you want,
You're confused.
You are torn in between which side to go, because if this one wins, the other one goes better. But for the sake of harmony, we said, okay, we prefer just let Man City win just for the sake of peace.
Yeah,
that's what we wanted,
You see, like, as a Chelsea fan, I would rather be relegated than Arsenal win a league, bro. Well, I don't care about reaching Man City's points.
Okay.
Let them beat Arsenal, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. They don't deserve anything.
Okay. So first of all,
because we will not rest.
So first of all, it was the 74th minute. Szoboszlai. What a shot. What a shot, man. And then after that shot, Joshua came in the group and he was like, who's updating us?
Yeah, I saw people now talking. Before they even finished talking, 1-1.
and then second half came. The second part of the game came. Okay, like 84 there. This guy did a silly mistake, 1-2 here, but not do the thing. It was a goal. Another counter coming, Decca 93. It was a very kind of rush. And for me, I thought it was an easy one given as a penalty. The Palmer, the Haaland one, which was given. For me, it was I saw it was an easy given one compared to what it was done prior, as when Liverpool was the one playing. Okay, that one, okay. The most controversial part of the game, so it was 2-1. Then now comes the last controversial part of the game. Liverpool are having a ball, try to play it better forward. Donnarumma, what a save. And then just from there, he shot the ball and it was off to go. Chucky did what he did, and then boom. Now we know Alisson, unfortunately, he was there, tried to get a goal. Whole defense had already fall back to try to get a goal. Like, it was clean from half line. If you just kick the ball straight to it and it's becoming a goal. Szoboszlai, man, I was like, you are the better part of the first half. And then you are already beaten 2-1 and it's the last minute of the game. Why hold Haaland the shot? Why hold him? For me, I was like, it doesn't make sense for me. Because if it was 1-1, it's okay. But you have already lost the game. So I was like, why you hold him? And then most controversial part, it's the VR came in. Because that one was a spotting. But I was like, how is he stopping it and it's already gone? For me, it was more controversial because if you check the other side, also Salah had one-on-one encounter with Guehi at the same thing, and it was not given anything. Even VR never had a look on it. And I'm like, sometimes this VR and the refereeing.
Yeah, there's inconsistency here.
Okay. If it's one game and another game, okay, that one can say because it's different referees, okay. But it's the same game, but the options given here, it's two different in the same game. And I'm like, this is not how we expect it to go.
I think they are really inconsistent in being honest with the decisions they make most of the time. You might say, like, someone just, I don't know, there is a clip whereby sorry, there's a clip where they are showing I think it was in an Arsenal match whereby Zubimendi was actually fouled, and it was just a yellow card, and Arsenal fans were asking, how is this a yellow card? And in a previous match, there was also same incident, the Romero incident with
Oh,
Manchester United.
the Romero,
yes. So they're asking, how did Romero get a record for this? And this Sunderland guy, he just got a yellow.
Okay.
Yes, you see. So those inconsistencies in refereeing, they are really costing a lot of the teams when it comes to the Premier League.
We thought maybe as the VR come, these instances of inconsistency per referee will be maybe lesser, but even with the VR, the options where the refereeing team, it's going worse than being better. Apart from the offline technology, all the other calls by the by the VR team and the refereeing team, I think it's just going from good to bad always.
And I think it's only English football that these VR decisions are controversial. I've not seen any other league having such controversial decisions. It's always the Premier League.
Okay.
I think Premier League, excuse me, the Premier League referee bodies, they really have some favorable teams they favor.
Or like
You see?
it's like they have their they have their own agenda
Yeah.
with a team which they want to
They
push
want
with
to
it.
push, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's also costing a lot of issues in the league. If they just have to be impartial with everyone.
Okay.
Just do their job. Don't favor anyone. Because if Man City wins and under such circumstances, you see what Arsenal fans will say. No, Man City is being pushed so that they can
Win the game.
they can win and
Take
cross
the
the
title.
gap.
Okay.
You see, and that's not what we want. We want someone to lose. They lose really
Fair and square.
fair square.
Okay.
We don't want those excuses. Yo, Man City were carried. No, we want them to be caught up. The gap to be reduced fairly.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Hey, Newcastle. Everybody knows when you go St. James Park, it's going to be hell of a game.
Yeah.
But nowadays, it's like the same thing. If you go Anfield, you knew Anfield was never a place to joke around. But now, man, this is the second game they're being beaten. And then who beats you guys? It's like Isak came from Newcastle, went to Brentford. And then the same team is what is beating you in a very bad way. Because everybody knows when you go to St. James Park, the maximum you can get, it's a draw. But now after they were beaten the first game, which team beat them? I think Liverpool? Or I forget, the one who were beaten. After that game, man, it's like not even teams are going there saying, you know what? Okay,
Yeah, we can.
we can do it.
Yeah.
And that's the worst part, or that's the worst idea you can give any team, according to me. Just showing them that you can concede a goal at your home turf. Even at the smallest team in the EPL now will come to that pitch and you know what? Why can we not have a goal from this team?
Yeah, they'll come with that mentality to win. Unlike previously where they feared that ground. When now you start losing at your own home ground, you see like Chelsea, we had a very great defensive record where we went 4 years without losing at home. And when we started losing, teams started, so they can lose. They come, they put up a very great show, wanting to win. You see, we'll lose. so now the bridge is not that the fortress we used to know.
Okay. Crystal Palace, man. For after the last game week they won, it was game week 15. And then this is the first win they had. It's game week 25. What a bad run. And then they only scored with one goal of the game. And I was like, yo. And it was like, I think Mateta was not playing in that game. I did not see him.
I think he has had issues with this transfer.
Okay.
I think he won't be really integrated back that easily.
Okay. Hey, plus Lantrasen, what a move. Just coming from Wolves, and just come to their Crystal Palace place, and he featured like he was made for that team. He at least he made a change because he had a chance to have like 2 goals in that game, which was so good to see a player coming from a bad performing team and then come to a good team, and it's happening as compared to when somebody like an Eze, he came from. If you compare Crystal Palace to Arsenal, I expected him to Arsenal to be more better, but nowadays it's like in Arsenal did not favor him as he expected that move. But for Lantrasen, I think it was a very great move for him, changing that team from Wolves to Crystal Palace. I think it's working well for him.
Yeah, for Eze, actually, Arsenal fans should be asking why Eze was still at Crystal Palace at 27 years. If he was really that great, big teams would have already come for him in his early 20s. But he wasn't that really great. He was just a squad player, you see. a squad player who plays without that pressure of a big club like Arsenal. And in Arsenal, he has that pressure to perform because he's all the eyes are on him and the viewership has really increased. Everyone is trying to say, okay, Heze, you really try to play well at Crystal Palace. Now, can you do it at Arsenal, at a bigger club like Arsenal? You see that pressure of trying to prove the crowd. It will really crumple you if you can't. Like Madueke also, he was really okay at Chelsea. He was great. He was scoring goals here and there. Unfortunately, when he went to Arsenal now, you see, he's not even scoring any goals.
But at least, okay, he's not giving the goals, but you can see he has that threat in and out.
That's what he used to do at Chelsea. He hasn't changed, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the same thing. Madueke is just a really great dribbler. He will beat his man, but the end result, the end product is what really, actually it's one of the things that made Chelsea sell him. Because we used to complain. If you go to any Chelsea fan online account and search Madueke, you'll see from 2024, 2023, Chelsea fans are just complaining about Madueke finishing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
we really complain. Every Chelsea fan cried about Madueke finishing.
Okay.
He can't finish. The issue with him is finishing. And he's selfish at the same time.
Okay.
He will want to beat his man. Okay, he can. But unfortunately, if you can beat your man and you say you can't score, why can't you pass the ball? That's what the issue we had with him. So when he joined Arsenal, he had some really great run of games where he was dribbling, you see. He was shining with those dribbles.
Okay.
And when we told the Arsenal fans, we will wait. We'll wait and see what he will give you. What is he giving them? Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, most of them have really started opening up.
No, but
their
hey,
eyes.
the type of set piece he does with the corners, I think okay.
Whatever, bro. what is he giving? That is the only.
Threats.
That's Arsenal's threat in any game. The only Arsenal threat is the corner
Set
kicks.
pieces, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's nothing. There's nothing he has added to them. You see, like the first few games, I saw. You see, it's okay banter when they were saying, we found maybe he can even sub Saka. You see, what was that?
But you can't compare the class.
There are those fans who are really delusional, who are thinking, we found Saka replacement. Oh, we told them we will wait for you.
Okay.
You'll start asking Chelsea how we really watched Madueke for the 2 years and really were good, just okay with it.
Come to Fantasy Premier League. Hey, it's been a roller coaster. I don't know how is it looking for you, man? Is it as bad as on my side, or for you it started to be being okay?
For me this week, I think I've really had. I didn't have that great game, but the points really, Haaland really saved me. Haaland and Palmer.
Okay.
Those are the two players who really saved me this week. Without them, I wouldn't even be talking here.
Yeah.
Because last week I think I don't even want to mention.
Man, for me, I said I'm not having the stress of changing my players. I'm not changing them. I'm not buying any. I'm leaving it to unfold whatever it unfolds, because it's fantasy is not happening for me. Because like the average point for this week, it was 58 points. On my side, better half, at least I had 55 points, so not that much far. Come to my team, I had somebody like a Rofis. I thought Sunderland will do a thing, so I had him and Mukwele. I thought maybe they'll have maybe a 0-0, try to hold.
Sunderland, the issue is their midfield.
Okay.
Disorganized because of the
absence of Shaka, yeah. So and then the defense still, I had somebody like a Cash, I had somebody like a Guay, and then I have Declan Rice, I have Rogers, I have Wilson, I have Semenyo, and then in the front I had Thiago, Ekitike, and Haaland. Captain Haaland is better. And then my bench I had Nick Pope, Bruno Guimaraes. Man, it pained me to see 11 points sitting at the bench, and then had Rondon who had 4 points, which I think if I could have played him against Mukiele, it will be better. And then so I had like 15 points at the bench, which were crucial for me if I could have them on my team. But you know what? It's fantasy. Whenever you say, if you bring that player in the game, that's the week he'll never give you points. So whatever comes. I'm like, okay, it's good with me. I've already settled with that.
For me, I had Sanchez, I had James, but unfortunately James didn't play. I had Aina, Taffet, Mikelengo, and then in the mid I had I had Palma, I had Lefe, Semenyo, and then striking I had Haaland, Barry, and Watkins.
Okay.
I really tried to give Watkins a lot of time, thinking he will come through, but I really need to change him because he's not giving me the returns I really want
Okay.
and the returns I expected from him.
Okay. So checking up game week 26, it's a double game week where a team like Arsenal do have a double game week because I think game week 30, 31, they're blanking. Game week 31, they're blanking. So do you think it's a right option to triple up or you should not go for those Arsenal? Sometimes because if you check, they're playing against Brentford and Wolves. Man, for me, I'm thinking I can triple up for maybe the likes of Raya and Gyökeres and Gabriel because of the defensive threats. You expect that. And then we have seen Gyökeres has started to score goals. Or do you think it's a wild idea to go to that move?
For Gyökeres, that would be really wild because he's not really scoring those goals a striker should be scoring.
Okay.
I think they're just unexpected goals whereby maybe the ball hits him and he hits the ball. That's it. He's not that really clinical. He has not been clinical even for the rest of this season. If he was clinical like someone like Haaland, who when he received the ball, the defenders are really struggling to defend against him, you will have gone for him, but no.
Okay.
For the striking, I think I can go for someone like João Pedro. You see, João Pedro, so many people are really sleeping on him, but he's really putting up those numbers.
Okay.
In the last 3 matches, he has really been putting up great numbers. Unfortunately, I don't have him at the moment, but for someone like that, I will go for him.
Okay. Fine. So come defensive wise, apart from Gabriel, I don't know if you have the funds for it. I think also Timber, if you cannot reach Gabriel, I think Timber is the right option. Also Raya, because a goalkeeper, I think he's 5 point something. As compared going to Gabriel is 7.0, man. That's a huge cut for me. I cannot afford to have it,
Yeah.
But so I think those are the best one. Still, I'm having Sunderland, man. I hope if this guy Shaka comes back, I know the team will be just completely be good. So I'm still keeping up that Mukwele guy because the good thing with him, mostly you'll always get the defensive threats if they play against a silly team. But Arsenal, defensive wise they're so good, so you don't expect them. You don't expect to go forward with them that much. So defensive that we never get for that game because of that. But also Tokoski, man, for Everton, I think he's a good player. Everton defensive wise, any defender you go for him, they're just good. They're just perfect, There's this guy. Also, I said last week here, Thiaw from Newcastle. I've seen his threat while he's playing. And also Botman, I've seen, because if now Bruno Gomes come back, you know how he picks the ball to the flying balls in the box. Someone like a Botman, he's a good one at those headers, So one of those two guys, also Thiaw, or you can go for Botman. Any one of them, it's very nice to see any of them in that defense if they can get a goal. And then I don't think moving forward, team like Spurs, they're playing against them this week. It's not that hard for them to keep a clean sheet. It looks wild, but they can manage. Yeah, so Newcastle, any player defensive-wise is good. And then this Van der Ven from Brentford, not the Mick Van der Ven from Spurs. Yeah, so that one. And then Truffert also. And then Senesi. But I don't know. Bournemouth, man.
Bournemouth have really been not good.
Keeping clean sheet is becoming hard for them, while previously it was so easy for them to do it. I don't know why.
And their play against Everton, that would be really a tough game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
you really need to be careful with their players also.
Okay.
With the form with which Everton are in, it would be really a big gamble if you choose Bournemouth players.
Okay, fine. Come midfield wise, man. This is the clear thing, but this is the one thing with me. I know. If I go to any Manchester United players, there's a possibility. A higher possibility.
You lose.
No, not lose. He will never give you guys points, and I don't want to risk that. So, because if you check now, Semenyo, we know. Even the other game, he was good. It's not that he again against Liverpool, he never get a chance to have a goal, but you could have seen his threat at the game. Come to Manchester United, Mbeumo, Bruno. those two players, I'm like, yo, just have them. Just have the two of them. How they link up, man, you just know any of them will get a goal or will get an assist. Any of them will just give you that. So just go for them. And then if Palmer now unlocks the Palmer, which I know Palmer of, man, I'm going to get Palmer because I know him when he goes to be a Palmer. He's definitely giving us. And then in come to Man City, Chucky. He just came. It's only that his goal was ruled out because of that. But Chucky just came, and those 2 goals were as part of Chucky being on that game.
He unlocked the game, yeah.
Come to this differential, man. I've seen this guy from Wolves, Matthias Mane, the youngster. This guy,
is he 18 years?
Yeah, 18 years.
Yeah.
Man, this player is perfectly good.
Yeah, he's really great.
Okay.
Even in our match, he was the one really giving us those threats. And you can see glimpses of a really great player over there. If he just continues like that, a big club will come in for him anytime soon.
Okay, fine. Also, Duisburg Hall, we know him in Everton.
Duisburg Hall, he's really good.
Yeah, he's a very good.
I had him, unfortunately, when he went into injury, I had to sell him.
Okay.
But he's coming back. I'll have to watch out for him. I'll give him about 3 matches and I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Because I have in my midfield, I have some dead dudes who are not really returning those points.
Okay. Other player from Aston Villa, unfortunately, Aston Villa as a team is not performing well, but somebody like Rogers, you just know he's in for it.
Yeah, Rogers is really great.
Okay.
Yeah, you can gamble with him because even if Aston Villa are not that great at the moment, you'll see that he's trying to give him all his best. And I've heard that Chelsea is linked with him, so I don't know if we can bring him and we link him with Cole Palmer. I don't know what will happen to the league next season.
Okay. Do you think Zubimendi is a wild idea to have him? Because I've seen a glimpse of him changing the game.
Yeah, Zubimendi is good, but does he give the points every match week? That's the issue.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a moment player. You see, he can score now and then go 10 games without scoring.
Okay.
What will you be doing with him? You need the points. You don't need just a player who is giving all those glimpses of points every week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. I was checking as you were saying, because you're saying about the fixture. When I'm checking the fixture for Arsenal, they're playing Brentford, Wolves, Spurs, Chelsea, Brighton, Everton. Hey, you have a point there.
That's a really great test to them.
Okay.
If they can't handle that, that's it for them.
Okay. Come to striker wise. Do you think now Haaland, confirmed thing? I'm not. I wanted to remove this guy. What's the name? Thiago, but at least he scored this time. So still, I'm keeping him. He's a good asset. Now, what do you think? Do you go Ekitike or do you go? I've said Nuwastam, Bowen. He's been a very great player, and also you have said João Pedro. Who do you think now will be that will have that spot from having? Because also Calvert-Lewin from Leeds also has a good. He's a good an asset to have. What do you think?
I think for those 3, I think Calvert, we have João Pedro, we have Ekitike. And unfortunately, Ekitike is really not that clinical at the moment as he was when the league was starting. Because when the league was starting, he was really giving points every game week. I don't know what happened along the way. For João Pedro, he started slow, but we can see now he's peaking.
Okay.
At least every match, he will give an assist. If it's not an assist, he will give you a goal. You see. And for Calvin Lewin also is really great. He's the main man at Leeds. And if Leeds come to you and they perform, it's just because of Calvin. He's the one really leading that front line really perfectly.
Okay.
So for me, I will gamble within João Pedro and Calvert.
Okay. What do you think about Boyan? Because I've seen also him, he always is getting you the assists or he's on that forward front to try get.
Yeah, also Bowen is really good. But West Ham, you have to look also at their fixtures, their upcoming fixtures.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to also really check their upcoming fixtures. Like they have United at the moment in their form they are in. Bowen might not get a goal or might not get an assist
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the moment.
yeah. Because if I check the faces, well,
Yeah.
Manchester United, Bournemouth, Liverpool, Fulham, Man City, Aston Villa. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a hard fixture for them.
It's a hard.
Okay.
But he can get. But for us, like against Chelsea, you saw what he did. From nowhere, he just scored a goal from nowhere. That's what the beauty of Bowen also.
Okay.
He just scores goals from nowhere.
He just needs a chance and he will convert it.
So if you can have him also as a differential,
It's a great one. Okay, man. So come to games of the weekends. I don't know how this will go. First off, early kickoff on Tuesday, 10:30. We do have Chelsea against Leeds. I'll give you the background. For the last 10 game weeks, the last prior head-to-head which you have played, Chelsea have won 7, Leeds have won 1, and you guys have had a draw of 2. Do you think? And then you guys are playing at home after a very nice 3-1 win. Do you think there's a chance where maybe Chelsea may do a thing on Leeds? Also, you're not going to that game like, you know what, we are winning. You need to be a bit careful, kinda.
now we need to win. This is a win for us because Leeds, they always hurt us at their background, and then when they come to Stamford Bridge, we give them a very heavy thumping. Yeah, you see, like for the previous meetings, for the, let me say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the last 6 meetings, we've lost away to Leeds, but we've won only once away against Leeds,
Okay.
and we've beaten them all at home.
Okay.
That's how we always play with Leeds. So they beat us at their home. When
Then you
they
get
come
beat.
to the bridge, we beat them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
The last time they beat us at the bridge, the last time we won away at Leeds, it was May. Yeah, Wednesday, May 2020. I don't know, it's 2023 or what.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the last time we won. We
Okay.
won 3-0.
The other game, it's Everton against Bournemouth. This, for me, I'm saying this is one of the hardest game because both teams are good and every team wants to get a point.
Yeah, this is really this will be really a great game to
Okay.
watch, and they have really great tacticians as managers. We have Iraola and Moyes. These are really great mid-table coaches who will really put up a great performance against each other.
Okay.
But I will go for Everton because Everton are at home.
Okay.
I think they'll beat Bournemouth with the Bournemouth. Bournemouth, how they are at the moment, they won't beat Everton.
Okay. The other one is Spurs against Newcastle, which for me, both teams are battling up to have a European spot, either Europa or maybe if they push it well, they can reach also the Champions League. There's an option, or Conference League. There's an option in one of them. So this will be very, very wild. Keeping in mind, Spurs are just coming in from a bad beating after 2-2 against Man City, then being beaten by Manchester United. They need to have a response to that. But also on the other side, Newcastle also, they're coming from a lose. So it's one of those you expect to see a better game from both sides. In one side, I think it's going to look like it's one-sided from Newcastle. But also Spurs, you don't expect them, because we have said again and again, those games that you think Spurs will be beaten, that's the games which they surprise us.
Yeah, they always perform in matches where they have been underrated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The other one is Manchester United against West Ham. West Ham against Manchester United. One, for the last time, I've been doing this run. This is the last week. I'm recording without a jersey. I said I'm giving it 5. So this is the last week I'm doing a podcast without a jersey. So just know, you just know. I don't need to say much. But also West Ham is not a team you can sleep on. Even though
they beat you last season at home.
Okay.
So you really need to be careful.
Okay.
And they drew with you 1-1. So you are going at their turf. So you really need to be careful. And the form they are gaining at the moment, they are really trying to evade that relegation. So they might try to hurt you like they tried to hurt us when we played against them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Other team on Wednesday, Aston Villa against Brighton. What do you think?
Aston Villa against Brighton. This is also a really great game. And Brighton, they are also trying to show those glimpses of performances whereby they are trying to survive also. But Aston Villa, man, I don't know what's happening to them. I don't know if it's the pressure at the top. So we'll see. But they have really performed against Brighton in all those matches they have played.
Okay.
They have really owned Brighton. So we'll see if they can continue that ownership or not.
Okay. The other one is Crystal Palace versus Burnley. According to me, this is a win for Crystal Palace. After that win they had last week, definitely just no. Burnley is not a team which you. And then keeping in mind, Palace are playing at home. This is an easy win for
Yeah,
Palace
this
for me.
winner. This Palace will win this one.
Okay. Man City against Fulham. I don't trust Fulham. That's one thing. But also, Man City, with how they are, you have said, they are smelling that like they can get the cup. It's gonna be a great game.
Yeah,
Because also Fulham were just beaten the other day, a bad one, because they thought it'll be a 1-1, and then ending up being beaten 2-1 by Everton. So they'll try. They'll need to get a response also.
Yeah, you see, like in their previous 6 meetings, Fulham have never won against Man City.
Okay.
Yeah, so this will be an easy win for Man City if they put in their work really well.
But I've said this is the season for this is the season for whatever you thought will never happen is happening. When you think this team will never beat this, that's the time they get the win,
Yeah.
It's a system of this is the season of surprises, week in, week out. You cannot expect, like you say, what will happen and it will go that way. Something may change in between.
But Man City, the way they are fighting for these points, you can see they're not letting Fulham beat them at their home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Finishing off a very bad kind of game. It's Nottingham Forest versus Wolves. Again, 2 teams which are fighting relegation, but one already is gone. The other one is trying to hold on and get not to be beaten. So we may think Nottingham Forest will win this game, but I'm not surprised. Wolves may just do a thing,
I don't think Wolves will beat Nottingham because Nottingham Forest with Sean Dyke, I don't think that is a really nasty and great low block manager. He made Arsenal suffer.
Okay.
So I don't think Wolves will have anything to get from that match.
Okay.
It might end 1-0 or 2-0 for Forest.
There's one player from Wolves, this Mosquera. Man, I just need for him to be studied if he's a player or a wannabe player. This guy has costed Wolves more than it has. Because the second goal which you guys got as a penalty, what the hell was he doing?
The Tosin of Wolves.
The other times he has cost he has I think 3 own goals now. 2 chances which he has given out easily to the opponent to get the guy. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he just need to be studied. He's not good. He just need to be checked because the things he's doing in that pitch sometimes, man, makes me worry. When I see any player going against him, you just know something may happen to Yani. It's bad for him, but hopefully something good may come and maybe turn around, man. Last off, Sunderland vs Liverpool. What do you think, man?
Sunderland vs Liverpool.
And Sunderland at home. And they have a very nice
Record
at home. Yeah.
So Liverpool needed really to take care of this match because this is not an easy opponent they are playing. And Sunderland have been hurt previously, like the last week. And I think this will be really box office match because Liverpool are just coming from a disappointing loss against City. Sunderland are also coming from a disappointing loss against Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the teams who will be playing to win. Both of them will be playing to win.
Okay.
So it will be a really great match. And Sunderland really need to take care because Liverpool might want to beat them a lot of goals.
Okay.
I'll give Liverpool a draw.
But also, man, seeing how they are not that compact in the midfield because that's how they were good at.
Yeah.
So there's a chance where Liverpool may do a thing, Yeah. Hopefully it won't end that much kind of goals. Hopefully it won't go that bad. Unfortunately, on Thursday it's the last game. Brentford against Arsenal. Man, I don't know. I'm okay. As friends of Brentford, we don't want a win from Brentford. A draw it will be good for me. I just want a draw from that game. It will at least it will lower the tension around in and out.
I don't want a draw. I want Brentford to go in all and try to win
But
that
I think
match.
it's a wild idea, man.
Yeah, it's a wild idea, but why would you do it? Dream. We have to dream. Man.
Okay.
Yeah. If Brentford just play well, they might. They might get points against Arsenal.
Okay.
But for we'll take a draw because that's the most possible thing we can.
Man, I just want if I get a draw, it will be great for me. That will be a good game. And then, unfortunately, also Arsenal for the game 23, they'll play also on Wednesday 18th. So Wolves against Arsenal. What do you think there?
This is an easy for Arsenal.
Okay.
But I don't know if it will be that easy as everyone imagines because the first match against Wolves at Emirates, Arsenal needed 2 own goals to win. So it won't be easy when they go away to Wolves. You see?
When you say that, you make it worse. They needed
They needed 2 own goals.
Okay.
They never scored any goal in that match, you see.
Okay.
Yeah, so it won't be that easy for them, at least. And with the pressure mounting on them, with the pressure mounting on them with Man City, I think they might drop points if they are not really that well in their mind, you see.
Okay.
They just have to have that mentality. If they don't have that mentality to go and win matches, they will suffer.
Okay. On Saturday, unfortunately, on Saturday is a very great games for the FA Cups, just a random ones. I think for me, the biggest game is Aston Villa Newcastle. That's a great game. And then the other game is Liverpool Brighton. Also, that's a very great game for the FA. And also, man, I don't see any other big game according to. I think those two are the only games to watch out for on the FA round of 4. The other ones I don't see a big threat on the other games.
Yeah.
Who will be the captain for you for the game? Most people have seen online who have said it's not a wild idea to go for a Gabriel as the captain. And most guys I've seen also, some are saying instead of captaining him, go for a triple captain. Do you think it's a wild idea?
Gabriel, the defender. How will you captain a defender?
Because the clean sheet for those 2 game weeks, and then you expect them to have set pieces.
There's no way he's scoring a set piece against Brentford.
Okay.
Yeah. And clean sheet, Arsenal can concede any time, bro.
Okay.
It's just that they are not that clinical in keeping clean sheet like they were when the season was starting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at the moment, if they can also concede from those set pieces they score.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, I will always captain Haaland. There's no way I'm changing Haaland, man. Why should I change Haaland? That's a goal monster.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then keep in mind this week he never had a goal. Yeah, I think the other game coming also he may try to stretch it up and get some, or maybe 2 goals, you know. But when I was thinking to maybe captain, go for Gyökeres, or I'll see one person there and then captain. I just want to captain anybody from Arsenal. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'll sell Ekitike, go for Gyökeres and captain him. If it's not that, if I'm not buying Gyökeres, I'm gonna leave it on Haaland as my captain because that's what I'm doing it week in, week out. I'm not changing it. I'm stuck with that till the end of this one, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yo, so man, it's been nice, yeah. Man, like Mike.
Yeah.
This is the rare one doing it on the midweek, you know. Just stuck it just 2 days after recording a new one, and then you know what? If the guys are there, yo, it's nice to have you, man. Nice. It's been long since you have a Chelsea guy also.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
It's back to back Manchester United versus Arsenal. Man like Jose and like Anto, always popping in and out, you know, for the episodes, you know.
Yeah.
It's always nice, yo. And then big shout out, guys, man, for those guys always joining the lives. It's been nice. The live stream has been very good. Always don't forget like, subscribe and share. Tell a friend the Triple Cup podcast on each and every social media platform: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook also. It's been nice. Adios. We out.
Adios.